David Cronenberg is a movie-making genius. There are others who occasionally wonder why he keeps getting money to make his weird, unpleasant little films. Well, yesterday, Global's Rob Davidson took a quick look at some of Cronenberg's earliest work, and today, the Cronenberg Retrospective continues.
Scanners was released in 1980. Like most of Cronenberg's earliest projects, it was filmed for peanuts and made back millions of dollars. The string of financial successes ended, however, with his next effort, Videodrome.
Don't make me wait.
At the time, his most technically proficient film, it nevertheless did very badly at the box office. Still, Cronenberg was beginning to get offers from Hollywood producers. The first one he turned down, a remake of Frankenstein, and what finally ended up on the screen was The Dead Zone, an adaptation of Stephen King's book for which Cronenberg received a lot of criticism.
With The Dead Zone, it was sort of a bit of a trauma because I didn't write that screenplay, although once again I was involved in it. There were 5 screenplays that existed at the time that I came to the project. I read them all. I wouldn't have directed any of them, threw them out, even though each one could technically have been called The Dead Zone, accurately. So that's really my David Cronenberg's Stephen King's The Dead Zone.
Still, The Dead Zone was Cronenberg's first film for a major Hollywood producer. More offers began to come.
He's gonna break!
Offers for films that you would never think of as Cronenberg projects. Films like Flashdance, or how about the Harrison Ford vehicle Witness. He was also offered the script to Tom Cruise's Top Gun, but the one that came the closest to being made was Total Recall. Cronenberg worked on that for a full year before it was finally dropped. That, however, led to the one film which remains his biggest commercial success.
Yeah, I think The Fly was a turning point in many ways, because there I was doing the stuff that I do, but in a somehow in a commercially charismatic way that just caught the public's attention and so on, and then in Dead Ringers, well, it is different, and I hope it continues. You know, I mean, it's interesting to feel all that stuff going on.
You tell me. Am I different somehow?
Thank you also, and some of you may understand why. Thank you, David Cronenberg.
When Jeremy Irons thanked David Cronenberg when he won the Academy Award in 1991, he was acknowledging a movie that did at best respectable business at the box office, but knocked critics over. Dead Ringers also marked Cronenberg's return to original work. Not adapted from any book, Dead Ringers contains unmistakable Cronenberg touches, like gynecological tools for operating on mutant women. Certainly Naked Lunch, with its prolonged exploration of the hallucinogenic state, is tough and cerebral and so distant that it died a quick death at the box office, even though critics generally applauded it as the most Cronenbergish of Cronenberg films.
You always harbor a secret little hope that it will miraculously break through and be as big as Wayne's World, you know.
As for the future, well, Cronenberg's next picture goes before the cameras in the fall, an adaptation again, this time of the Broadway play M. Butterfly. But when it's all over, you can be sure it will be David Cronenberg's M. Butterfly. Rob Davidson, Global News, Toronto.